We need to have a method, a system. We need to know exactly how is it that we are going to work in order for us to know first the step A to step C in order to reach our goals. The first thing is to have an effective technology system that can provide the management, provide the maintenance of potential prospects and business leads. We need to systemize this, because if we work without a system, then we're going to get lost in the day-to-day information or day-to-day activities. That same system will monitor and will follow up the pipeline of current projects in development stage. If we have a system, we can identify, and everybody can log in, and if it's a public information that can be displayed, everyone can actually log on into our city's website and see what programs, what products, what projects are in development stage, and see the pipeline and the dates and so on, so that you can be all informed at the same time. And I think that's what we all want. Provide weekly activity follow-ups with the city council and the city manager. The city manager has worked directly with this project because we need to make an effort in order to engage in a system that everyone can have access to as a city official or city staff, in order to be more collaborative. And also to enhance the city's website with a business service link or a city key program. I want to mention that there are several successful cities that we were doing research on, and they all have a successful economic development website or a link to their website. And this is because it's actually the strongest arm for their business activity. This means that in order to have a successful economy, you have to provide easy access or user-friendly information to all these investors and businesses. It is known that with only 3 clicks on a website, you would either get the attention of your client or lose your client. So we need to focus on that, and we need to focus on getting the attractiveness of the city, business incentives, or other programs that we have there, allowing any investor to come in, but they need to have that information very user-friendly and accessible to the website. Okay? So active participation in integrated maquinadora industry expos and U.S. business trade shows, promoting Calexico as a strategic border site to boost the city economy and growth. This means that we can have 2 options. We can stay here and we can just hope that things happen by itself, or we really need to go out there with a plan, with a strategic follow-up plan, with a measurable way of doing the work, come back, present the activities, present the report, and go back again. So in anyone who's in sales, and I was in sales for 8 years, so it's very hard, and you can do it through the phone, but it's really, really hard to do sales over the phone without having the essence of a contact person or someone who can do the sell in person. So one of the ideas is actually sell the city of Calexico, but not only sell it as it is, but sell it as a strategic border site in order for us to gain more business attraction. And develop business partnerships with foreign governments and international enterprises in Mexico, in Asia, in Europe, to promote foreign investment and enhance the tax revenue base. I think we all want to increase the tax revenue base, and the only way to do that is to either bring fresh money, for better lack of words. You need to bring more money, not only just the one that we have here or the one that our neighbor has, but we need to go out there, promote what we have, and once we promote it, engage in that follow-up, work with them, bring them down here, and obviously present them with all the benefits, but we need to do that as an international way. So promoting that. We also have a sister city in Taiwan in Asia. We also have programs developed in other countries that can help us. There are other organizations currently working with the Economic Development Coordinator to provide the effectiveness of bringing new business here. Next slide, please. Okay, how effective you want to be. Calexico, I'm asking how effective you want to be. effective and economic development. We can either stay here and expect results with no integration or coordination effort. We can talk about economic development and hope that nothing happens or hope it happens by itself. Or we can invest in our own future by driving an induced economy, an economic engine that strategizes activities and business missions. By business missions, I mean go out there and get the corporate businesses into looking down to Calexico and finding ourselves on the strategic side, developing marketing plans and monitoring those marketing plans, because once it's monitored, you know exactly what's effective and what's not effective, and then come down and change it. A marketing plan is not set in stone. It has to be changed constantly. Obviously, the tasks and activities has to be moderated, monitored, and has to be changed depending on the market. Depending on the market, depending on the activities you're doing, and if the effectiveness is not at what you're expecting, then you need to change it. And absolutely, provide follow-ups and provide measurable results. We can all sit down here and say, okay, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. You can do it, but if there's no way for you to measure it, then there's no way for you to know if it's successful or not. And the ways that we are working right now with the RDA, with the development services, and all these other departments, is utility services and all, we're working together to fast-track the services for our current projects in order for me to go out and sell to get more projects in the pipeline. So, next slide, please. I'm currently providing you with the activities that since March 26th, the day that I started, as of to today, these are the activities that I've performed in the last almost 3 months. It probably doesn't, if you can turn on the lights a little bit, you can probably see it better. If there's someone there who can help me. Okay, it's been, since the last 3 months, 18 visits to local making. Is everybody, is it okay?
Yeah.
It's, okay, 18 visits to local Mexicali enterprises that are currently using Calexico services. It could be from warehousing, transportation services, tax preparer services, and so on. So there are Mexican enterprises using our services just because of the closeness of the border. 2 industrial parks have been visited, Tinsa and Llanza. Llanza, as you may know, is also, they own one of the parks in the new port of entry, and it could be used as the foreign trade zone program that we are promoting. We have performed weekly networking meetings with Mexican and Mexicali and Imperial Valley organizations. This means the IBDC, which we are very actively working collaboratively with them. Industrial Development Commission of Mexicali, they're the ones who promote the industrial development in Mexicali and in the region. I would have to say the region, because anything that happens there, it will affect us in a positive or a negative way. Calexico, which is also another chamber that works directly with the maquiladora industries. Emprecer is an organization that helps new business entrepreneurs, startups. Secretary of Economic Development, SEDECO, and the IID directly. I'm board member of the International Committee for the IBDC. That means that every work and every task internationally, I'm part of it as a board member. Active membership in the Mega Region project of San Diego, Imperial Valley, Tijuana, Tecate, and Mexicali. If anyone would like to know a little bit more information about the Mega Region project, I can provide you that after the presentation. The Mega Region project is a project that will sell the region as itself to compete with other markets like Africa and Asia. Networking meetings with local businesses and local entities like San Diego State and IBC, CETIS University also. Networking meetings with the Mexicali coordinator people of the Serie del Caribe. Does anyone is familiar with the baseball games? We're currently working with the, we only had 2 meetings that we're currently developing a committee from this side of the border, because